guys, it's Jordan, and today I'm going to show you how I made this DIY Tumblr-ish wall. And it took a while, but I loved making it, so let's just get right into it. The first one I'm going to show you is the Believe in Yourself little flag tag thing that hangs on the stick, and it's super easy. All I'm using is just some leather, and first I cut it into the shape that I wanted but left about an inch on the side for the border. Then I folded it in the sides and hot glued them. Then I stuck the stick through the little opening at the top of the flag type thing, and I used these sticky letters from Michael's and I put them down so that they said Believe in Yourself. Then I just tied a gold ribbon on it and it's done. Moving on to this picture frame type thing, I'm first taking my picture frame and I didn't want it white, so I spray painted it red. Then I took some ribbon and made sure it was spaced out evenly, and then used tacks on the other side of the frame to secure it down. And for the pictures, I chose my favorite pictures that were just on my phone, and I went to Costco and printed them out, but so that they had a border around the edge so they weren't the full 4 by 6 inches. And then I just cut those pictures out. And lastly, for the little clothespins, I got these little mini clothespins at Michael's. Then I just clipped my pictures onto the ribbon with the clothespins, and this is how it turns out. This next one is also one of my favorites, and first you're just going to need to take a blank canvas, and then I decided to spray paint it all gold and then also add some gold glitter to it as well. So after all that's dried, you might want to spray a protective spray paint on top of it so that the glitter doesn't fall off. And then I wanted to cut out a rose using an X-Acto knife, so I flipped it over and I drew the outline of the rose that I wanted, and I didn't really make this up. I saw something kind of similar on a picture on the internet, so I just decided to kind of take my outline from that. And once I traced the whole thing out, then I used an X-Acto knife and I made sure to be really careful with it, and I'm just going to cut out each of the shapes. Then once you cut out the shapes, you can leave it like it is or put a black paper in the background so that it shows black through and not like your wall color, which I thought looked cool. And then it's done. Okay, so the next one I decided to make was this jewelry hanging stick type thing. So I just found a stick in my backyard and I sanded it down a little bit and made sure it looked good. You can also spray paint a clear spray on it so that it just kind of looks a little bit shinier, and it is literally so easy. I just tied a ribbon to either side of the stick and used it to hang my jewelry. Next I made this eyelashes frame picture kind of thing. You can take a piece of paper or some plexiglass or anything you want, but I just kind of ombre spray painted it gold at the top and then put a white piece of paper behind it so it ombreed from gold to white. And then right on top of that, I just glued on some eyelashes that I had. You can go out and buy some new eyelashes or take some that maybe you're never going to wear ever again. And I just am actually using just a glue stick and rubbing it along the edges of the eyelashes and then just sticking them on. And I kind of try to make it like the most dramatic at the bottom and then kind of the most natural at the top. And then I just put it into my picture frame and it's all done. The next DIY that I did was actually really cool. I made it out of toilet paper rolls, and I'm just cutting them about 1/2 inch to 1 inch sections like you see here, and if you fold it down it works a lot easier. Then all you need to do is just take a hot glue gun and glue the sides together so that they create little flowers. And if you want swirls, kind of like what I'm doing, all you have to do is peel off like one of the layers of the toilet paper, if you know what I'm talking about, and it just kind of leaves it curly, as you can see. You can make it more curly with your fingers if you want to. And then I just glued it to one of the flower petal type things, and I made 2 of these. I made kind of a smaller one and then a bigger one. You can get as fancy or not as much as you want with this because it looks pretty cool. Then once I had it the way I liked it, I just went and spray painted it red, and it's all done. And then for another DIY that I did is I just took a canvas and spray painted it with some chalkboard spray paint, and this is probably the easiest one. And I just did 2 coats just so that it's pretty thick. Then I took some gold sparkly tape and outlined the edges with that, and then you have your own chalkboard. And it's pretty cool. I got some chalkboard pens because I think those look a lot cooler. I really like the way this looks, and I had some of my friends write things on it too because I think that's kind of fun. But yeah. Another thing that I did was I just took a bunch of Tumblr kind of sayings and pictures, and I wanted those to be all around my wall. So I just found my favorite ones from Tumblr. You can just search them on the internet, and I just printed them on some cardstock, and then I cut them out and used washi tape around the edges just to give them a border, and I just used those and stuck those all over my wall as well. And one of the first things that I did on my wall is actually one of my favorites, and it's just this kind of Aztec design at the very top, as you can see. And I just got this really thin duct tape. You could also use washi tape, and all I'm doing is just taking a strip and putting it all the way across, and then taking vertical strips and putting them up, and then I just cut a few little triangles and stuck them. As you can see what I'm doing, it's pretty self-explanatory, but it does take a little while. And as you start to put these things on your wall, you can kind of see where everything's going to be. And so if you wanted to add some words in thumbtacks, which I think looks really cool, I'll just tell you how I did that. So I just took the silver thumbtacks that you can find at like anywhere basically. I really wanted to find gold, but no places had them. So I actually just stuck them all on a piece of cardboard and then spray painted with gold spray paint, and so they turned all of them gold. And then I just took a pencil and drew out what I wanted it to say, and I wanted it to say dream, create, inspire, as you see. And then I'm literally just going to take them one by one and push each thumbtack in the wall. You can use a hammer because your thumb gets tired after a little while, and this definitely was the most time-consuming one out of all of them. I think it looks really cool when it's done. Another DIY that I did on the wall was I actually made this string heart. First drew out a heart on my wall where I wanted it to be, then I hammered in nails on that line that I drew, then just taking some embroidery thread, I'm going to kind of just string this like anywhere and just connect all of the nails. And I did this with a bunch of different colors, and I think it looks really cool. And then I used some more of that tape that I used for the Aztec print, and I put that kind of in a chevron almost type thing, like right next to my light switch. So now I'm just basically hanging them all up on my wall and putting everything up. And I also used another picture that I painted previously. I didn't actually do a tutorial on this one because I painted it a little while ago, but I'm sure there are really cool painting tutorials on YouTube already. So once you put everything up on your wall, you might have to move a few things around a little bit to make it so that you like it, but there is your Tumblr wall. So I hope you guys liked that video. I had a lot of fun making all these DIYs, and I hope you do too. And if you use any of my DIYs, make sure to send me a picture on Instagram or Twitter and hashtag HowToByJordan. Also, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And you can also watch my other 2 videos, which are down below. So choose your pick and have fun. Thanks for watching. Bye.